Hello, everybody. So, we are going to be doing your weekly general timeless tarot reading. So, let's get into it. Let me just make sure I have everything on Do Not Disturb. I want to talk a little bit about the astrology for the week because it's a very interesting week right now. We have Mars and Pluto and soon Venus are all going to be in the sign of Aquarius. So Aquarius is a sign of, it's very intuitive. It's very, it rules air, right? So thank you for allowing me to share my gifts. I appreciate you guys. And, but as we get into this, if you're watching this after the live, that's why I'm going to be interacting via the chat. If you see me looking either side, it's just because I have two separate monitors going on. My camera's here, so we'll get into that. But long story short, Aquarius, Pluto, Venus, and Mars. Pluto and Mars together can be very transformational in a very positive, progressive, and ambitious way. I would check out where Aquarius is in your chart. You need your rising sign, so your date and time and location of birth will help you find out what your rising sign is. It'll be the sign that rules your first house. Um, and the reason you need to know your rising sign is because it dictates where all the other signs lay, right? So just go ahead and check that out. But with Pluto and Mars next to one another, it's bringing us into a time where the transformation is something that's driven by things that resonate with us deeply, especially in the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is extremely well known for its sense of authenticity and rebellion from the status quo. And so, with the planet of transformation, Pluto, and then the planet of, I know a lot of people refer to Mars as like war and aggression, but Mars is also our sexuality, our creativity, our passion, our drive. It has so many positive aspects to it. So just be mindful of the lens that you're looking and reading astrology through, because it will also help you energetically shift into alignment with a more positive outcome, right? So if you see Mars as war, you're going to be like, oh my God, this is going to be a lot of fighting. But if you see it as like the opportunity to be filled with energy and life to progress and really take initiative towards your goals in a very masculine, Mars driven way, with Venus slowly coming in afterward, the feminine, learning how to balance how you take action, how you rest, what action looks like for you is going to be the theme. So this transformation is not just about our world external to us. In the sign of Aquarius with Mars, masculine, Venus, feminine, it's also helping us transform the way in which we move through life with our masculine, feminine, the duality of our energy, and how we take action and how we receive help, how we care for ourselves, how we slow down, how we make sure that we're in balance with all things around us, right? So that's just kind of like a quick tidbit on the astrology. So please just be mindful of that. But let's get into the reading. Let's see what's going on for everybody. And what do I want to start with for you? I heard Terror of Dreams, which is really interesting because Terror of Dreams has particular cards in it that rule the environment. I like that. Okay, so let's. Okay. Okay, so let's see. What do we have for the collective? Please show me what I'm looking for this upcoming week. It's very interesting because there's this energy of slowing down but continuing to gain momentum. So I feel like the way in which we go towards our goals is going to be something that is sustainable, something that we can really make last long term. Feel like there's going to be a lot of no nonsense when it comes to romance. Yeah, we have the Knight of Cups, the Three of Wands in reverse, and the Lovers. I feel like a lot of people at this time are going to get very serious around their boundaries and the kind of relationships they're wanting to look for and invest in. With the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Three of Wands and the Lovers, this could also be you taking this time to reflect on what kind of relationships you had either romantically or platonically in the past that no longer fit you. I feel like there's a lot of restructuring on how you perceive what romance looks like. This is really good. I like this energy. Let's get two more for the collective. Ten of Wands, beautiful. Yeah, Knight of, yeah. This is all about how you approach things. no longer getting bogged down or feeling honestly just feels like overcoming codependency. So if you're coming out of a lot of codependent tendencies like stressing on responding to people or people pleasing or sacrificing your free time and the things that you really want for yourself for the sake of the person you're simply interested in, or trying to sell yourself to them and forgetting that you're a priority too, right? Things like that, like really valuing yourself. Um, you're going to have more self worth, more self value, and the kinds of partners you're going to be attracting or the kind of relationship you're going to be rebuilding for those of you who are currently in a romantic partnership is one that is not so forced, but where you really allow it to flow and you just kind of really sit in that dance of life, which is really nice. That's very healthy. Okay. I heard take time to reset. Page of Wands. I like that. The Page of Wands is a very playful student energy. Okay, so there's an emphasis on like sexual attraction and flirtation here, and emotional availability is kind of like pushed aside. So if you're, this is like a surface level relationship. So if you're wanting a relationship to become deeper, you're wanting your relationship to really expand, now is going to be the time where things start to come into balance and you realize, okay, like I like the play, I like the flirt, but I also need to allow myself to be seen, allow myself to be vulnerable, allow myself to kind of unravel. And so if you're currently in a relationship, this is a second chance in regards to rebuilding that foundation. Otherwise, this is going to be you having a new relationship with someone altogether. It's just not coming in yet because you're still working through that mindset. Let's see what else we got for this upcoming week. I feel a lot of work and career now. Four Swords and the Palace of Cups. There's going to be a lot of self-care going on. Yep, there's the King of Pentacles. So here's the masculine. That's that productivity, very career-driven energy that we were feeling. I feel like the way that you're approaching balancing your masculine, you're balancing your feminine is actually through your masculine. So this doesn't necessarily have to be work, but the work you're doing could be you very consciously choosing to take action in a way that helps you to open up emotionally, in a way that helps you to connect deeper with your feminine, the part of you that feels safe to receive, feels safe to love, feels safe to be seen. There's going to be a lot of work done on that. I really like this energy. This is very deep transformational energy. It's getting that aha moment of it's time to go beyond the surface level nonsense, right? So with the Wheel of Fortune as the overall energy, followed by Judgment in reverse, this is the pause. If you feel like things are not moving forward or you feel like you're wanting to progress and things aren't progressing, it's because we're in the pause. We're in the midst of allowing the old self to pass with Judgment in reverse and waiting for the divine time, right? The Wheel of Fortune, for this transformation to come through. Mind you, we just got done with the new moon a few days ago. So over the next 2 weeks is probably going to be a transitional period. We have a lot of Uranus energy this time of year as well. So please be mindful that Uranus is sudden realizations, sudden shakeups that are divinely guided. So if you have random things happening, catching you off guard, go with the flow the best you can. And just remember that it's just adjusting things in your favor, right? So this is going to be a really big, really progressive month for all of us, especially this week coming off that new moon and all these transits going into Aquarius. This is a really good time to learn to feel safe in the unknown because all the unknown is going to be very positive. It's redirecting you. Even if you think it's not what you want, it is what you need. Okay? Let's look at this romance over here. And if you want a personal booking with me, my website's down below. I service globally. I only have room for, I think, one more mentorship student at this point. I just can't take any more. Um, so if you're interested in becoming certified as an energy healer, I have students all over the globe. I have students local to the US. I have students in Canada. I have students in the UK. So go ahead, check it out. I'd love to work with you. Or if you just want an energy healing session or reading, you can book that too. So let's see what's going on with the Knight of Cups. This is the final morning, and the final release of something from the past. It doesn't have to be a particular person. This could be a theme of relationships. This could be a theme of self-sacrificing. There's something that you're releasing here. I feel a particular person that kind of you might picture as the main face of this theme, though. Okay. Ten of Swords, there it is. There's the ending of it, Page of Cups, and there's your emotional body coming back online. So what you're doing is creating space for yourself to be able to invest in yourself and relationships in a new way. There's the Morning, the Five of Cups, so you can achieve the Nine of Cups. The 5 and the 9 gives a 4. The 4 of Cups in between the two speaks to you overcoming feelings of rejection or a low self-worth, right? So there you are, finding your personal power, your sense of true love in yourself, and the things that you really desire, emotionally at least. I feel a lot of very healthy connections coming in for the collective, which I like. I feel like the last few years have just been like chaos. But with the Fool, the Chariot, there's a lot of divine timing in this. You have a lot of divinity. The Chariot is Cancer, the Fool is Aquarius. You have Gemini with the Ten of Swords, a very cyclic energy. Justice is Libra, Strength is Leo. Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. Um, with the Ace of Swords here, this is that realization that you need to shift directions. There's going to be a very big change. It's going to be very positive. It doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel scary. It feels very progressive. It feels very beneficial. So let's look into what that looks like. You're no longer going to be investing in people that are interested only in the physical or interested in a very playful way. You want things that go beyond the surface. I feel like you're going to be challenging, so even if the personality is strong, or if people are trying to come back into your life, you're going to be challenging their motives, just flat out asking like, hey, what are you looking for? What's your purpose? Seven of Swords, Eight of Wands in reverse. I feel like you're going to have a lot of people from the past that are going to try and get access to this new you that's coming online, because as our frequency raises, we become very magnetic, right? Very attractive to energy around us. This is also at the same time, even though you're becoming magnetic, it's also the test of, hey, have you learned to love yourself enough and trust yourself enough to be able to lean into your intuition and to discern through what you know is right for you, right? I feel like a lot of us are learning how to trust ourselves again, and this feels very healthy. Yeah, Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands, which is that recognition of your worth, right? Recognition of, wait, I am hot, I'm sexy, I can have whatever I want, whoever I want, and it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be hard. Yep, Page of Pentacles. I like pages. I like that the pages are showing up after the Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords, because pages are students. They're indicative of new beginnings. So very, very nice. So you're going to literally start building new foundations with new emotional foundations. So this is like new romance or rebuilding your current relationship, right? So I have a lot of clients that like are in separation or questioning if they should separate right now, but it's just individually, we're all going through such a change. So as this old self falls away, we might think that it's things external to us, not in alignment, but it's just that we're shifting. And so give yourself time to shift before making any drastic or impulsive decisions. It's really going to benefit you. Let's see what this new beginning. Oh, look, a King of Cups to the Queen of Cups. I think a lot of you already know this person. With the Queen of Cups in reverse, you might have realized that in the past you were a little emotionally shut down to them, but you have somebody coming in that is very emotionally available, or this could be you with your current partner opening back up. Yeah. So there might have been ghosting in the past, or with the Five of Pentacles, feelings of abandonment or low self-worth, because the Five of Pentacles is indicative of scarcity mindset. And with the Ace of Pentacles here, this is you stepping outside your comfort zone, learning to, yeah, see, they're very intuitive, whoever this is. They're very smart. They're very intuitive. I like it. They feel really good. They do. They feel very honest, very transparent. I think that, let's look at the page. Yeah, lovers, there it is. I was about to say this feels like them. You're not going to have to guess with this person, which is really nice, and this is going to be a very, very balanced contract. I feel like they're very reciprocal. Like whatever you give, they give back. I think that there might be some fear on the feminine. Yeah, death in reverse. This is an old soul connection. Even if you haven't met them in this life, this is like a past life connection. There's the Emperor. I really like this. Very, very healthy masculine energy. Yeah. This feels more past life. I'm going to be honest. This doesn't feel like somebody from your past necessarily that you've already dated. It could have been somebody that you met, but this feels very past life, very divine timing. This feels very Uranus. It does. Okay. I want to look at the Emperor. Yeah, their heart space is very open. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Knight of Cups right after it. Perfect. I like this. I like them. I like them a lot. It feels very healthy. It feels very honest. It feels very transparent. I want to see how the feminine feels about it. And you know. Yeah, so the feminine, if you embody feminine, or if you're currently embodying feminine, because we ebb and flow through energy, even the zodiac sign energy, right? Um, with the Two of Wands, the Sun, and the Star, this speaks to you knowing that you have the opportunity and the right time to step into happiness and abundance, but do not oppress yourself by allowing your fear to scare you away from the new opportunity, right? So with the Sun in reverse, the Sun in reverse is oppression. The Two of Wands means the opportunity is here. You know what action to take, but it's a matter of do not oppress yourself and miss the divine timing, the star, right? Thing that you've been wishing for, right? Healthy partnership, just because it doesn't look or feel how you expected it to, right? So let's look at strength in reverse, because this is the fear around this partnership. Yeah, Seven of Wands, don't come near me, very guarded, very yeah, pushing them away. Hangman, Neptune energy, Pisces. Um, it's almost like you're trying to read them, trying to understand them. Don't do that. Just experience it. You have a 10 of cups with this person. I like them. I like them a lot. Valentine's week. That just dawned on me. That's great. That's great. Buckle up, Buttercup. You get some love coming in. Yeah, 3 of Cups. This is old soul. That there's something every time it speaks about the connection, it feels very past life. It feels like if you have met them in this life, it was in passing. It wasn't like a connection. It feels very brief. It feels like very old, yet in this incarnation, very brief. There's something very um waiting on the right time for it. So I want to see the Four of Swords. I feel like this is the timing. Yeah, Page of Swords. Yeah, in the past, the contract couldn't come together with the Page of Swords in reverse. It doesn't feel like miscommunication. It feels like just distorted lenses, right? Like lenses of their trauma. Yep, Four of Wands. And that's why it wouldn't have worked in the past. There was healing that still had to be done. So that's why communication was cut off or your interaction was postponed until this point in your journey. I like this for you. Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. What are they? They're very ambitious. They're going to put in a lot of work to make things, not to make things move forward, but to continuously progress in this. They don't really worry that much. They're just like, I know I'm good at relationships. I know I'm good at this. I think that might be challenging to you. They might come across as a little arrogant or cocky, and that might make you hesitant to move forward. Let's see the truth of them. Yeah, no, this is just a part of you that needs healing. This is a part of your own wounded child that's scared to like indulge in like the play and the fun of it. And so there's a part of you that's fearful of changing, of transforming, making that decision, the judgment call to indulge in something that is uncomfortable, but not bad. It's just uncomfortable. It's just different. Um, I'm right there with you. No past. Let's keep the past in where it is. Queen of Wands, Five of Swords, Ace of Cups. Yeah, the feminine. The feminine's coming online for one of you. And I say one of you because regardless of gender, we all have masculine and feminine energy. And at certain points in our life, we embody masculine or feminine. Like I know last year I was very masculine. This year I feel very feminine. And we ebb and flow through that duality, just like we have the passing of seasons. We have the shift of our own energy to acclimate and to adjust and to be able to move through what we need to move through at this point in time. So whoever's embodying the feminine right now is going through that. It feels like working through a lot of insecurities, like really learning to love and nurture oneself and to feel deserving of a life in a world that is filled with love. The Palace of Cups, it speaks to having yourself, your relationships, as well as your external environment. Your environment meaning your home, your workspace, or even just waking up in the morning and feeling this immense love, this immense emotional safety and security around you. That's what we're shifting into as a collective. For those of us in the feminine, it's the healing time as well. The feminine means that we go back into the womb and we spend that time healing the parts of ourselves that feel as if we've been betrayed by ourselves or others, and we heal it. It's things that have taken our sense of confidence or we've given them the power of making us feel small, right? And so there's a lot of healing in regards to that because the Queen of Wands is the very confident, very sexy, very progressive master manifester energy. So this is really nice. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess. Beautiful. And there you go, walking into the divine feminine and divine time. I really like this. Bottom of the deck, Three of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles and strength, right? So it speaks to the feminine needing to heal the parts of oneself that are fearful of committing or fearful of trusting other people to show up and be stable, be committed, things of that nature. Again, this doesn't have to be for romantic relationships. This could be like all relationships in general, right? Your friends, your family, your work, all of it. Okay, we're just going to leave that there. Let's pull some Oracle. I actually, it's weird. I heard Oracle of Delphi in my head. It's like, wait, what? I don't even know what that is. Now I want to look it up. I want to look it up. We got to look it up because they keep saying it. Okay. Pythia was the name of the high priestess, bamboo bop, of the Temple of Apollo at Delphi. She was known as the Oracle of Delphi. So there, validation that you're transforming into the high priestess energy. I was like, what the heck is the Oracle of Delphi? Deliverer of prophecies from the Greek god Apollo. So there you go. So there's your prophecy. Okay. Okay. I had to look it up though, but that's how it works sometimes. If you were on my Patreon, you know sometimes I heard words and I didn't even know what the words meant. And I was like, wait, I need to know the definition of this. Okay. So let's see what else we got for the collective. Woodwives, adaptability. A tidy house, clarity and organization, and straddling worlds, wandering between realms. I love this. I love this because this is the pause. So Woodwives and A Tidy House, both in reverse. I'll hold them upright for you so you can actually see the imagery. But these both speak to learning how to adapt to the change around us, right? Learning how to organize. So this could be a restructuring of your schedule. This could be you figuring out what hours you want to work or how much time you want to invest in yourself, your relationships, where you can squeeze in some time for self-care. This adapting is you cleaning house emotionally, mentally, energetically, spiritually, choosing to show up to make space for this new self, right? Choosing to embody that Queen of Wands energy, to feel that master manifester, that confidence, that ambition, that drive, and yet also that receptivity, that sensual energy, that attractor energy, right? And to trust that you are that. So it's straddling the worlds, the feminine energy. So the feminine is actually the earth, whereas the ether is known as the masculine. So when we straddle the worlds, which is really funny because the Queen of Wands is known as the master manifester, which is higher consciousness, which is masculine in nature. But if you look at the four queens, some are more feminine on the spectrum of feminine than others, right? So Queen of Wands would be closer to masculine energy of the four feminine, right? Because it's very ethereal, whereas Queen of Pentacles is extremely feminine, which is why most readers call it the mother, because it's associated with the earth. So when we have straddling the worlds, wandering between realms, you can be in your feminine and yet still be progressive. It's learning how to use your feminine energy in the form that it's most needed at that point in time. Like right now, even though I'm doing this work, it is very feminine. It's very intuitive. It's very grounded, but it's more progressive. Like let's move forward, right? Which is naturally masculine. And so straddling the worlds means also taking those manifestations and trusting in your feminine enough to receive them and to ground them into your body, into your reality. So if you're ever manifesting or daydreaming, whatever label you want to use, visualize that image coming down through your crown, down through your throat, your chest, your spine, your belly, your legs, down and down into the earth. Because by doing so, you're quite literally telling the universe, hey, I'm grounding this visualization into my reality, into the here and now. And that's how you are going to start to see the results of the things that you're trying to call in, right? But also feel it, smile as if you're already experiencing it. These practices are not like woo woo, they're actually very natural. It's natural. It is your energy. You're learning to connect with it. So take the time to do so because we're in that in between where the shedding of the old self and this connecting with that is very potent and it's very beneficial that would be Pluto and Mars working together. You're choosing to transform your energy, right? You're choosing to transform your reality by practicing in that way, right? Right. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Feast of Plenty in reverse, choices and their consequences. I feel like this is those of us that are really trying to move forward in the way that we want to versus surrendering and understanding the way that we're being guided to, right? And so if you're not making a choice, you are making a choice. If you're just sitting still, you're making a choice to not progress forward, right? So just think about it. Think about it, explore it. You guys are doing great, but continue to move forward. Continue to listen to your intuition. Because especially I know on this side of the world, we're going out of winter into spring, so things are coming back to life, right? So think about where you're located, think about how the seasons are shifting because we're in sync with that, right? So if you want a personal booking, a Reiki session, or to snag that last spot for my dual certification program, which covers all three levels of Usui Reiki as well as shamanic and quantum healing, go ahead, check it out. I'd love to work with you. I service globally, and I will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. for the next live chat that I do. Okay. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.